I'm kind of still thinking about God, although right now I'm just thinking about how the concept of some kind of understanding of the word God relates to personal feelings and emotional engagements, and I guess kind of cognitive states of different kinds. And I guess I'm thinking about it in relation to empirical knowledge and scientific knowledge. One of the things I really like about scientific knowledge and the kind of facts and explanations and descriptions that scientific processes ideally give you is that they don't really care what you think about them. You know, the theory of evolution, one of the most robust theories that's ever been invented, doesn't really give a shit whether you believe in it or not. Doesn't care whether you like it or not. You know, it doesn't care whether you are personally affronted by it. Doesn't care whether you love it. Doesn't care whether you try to embody it. Doesn't care whether it gives you a thrill to think about. Doesn't care whether it makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up on end. All those things are entirely irrelevant. You could be, you know, completely Mr. Spock about that kind of engagement, and you could look at the details of how the theory of evolution is mapped out, and you would come to the same conclusions. You would understand the model. You could apply the model, and that's what I really like about that kind of empirical knowledge. It's not so much that it's value free, although I think rather it is value free. It's that it doesn't connect directly up to those kinds of subjective relationships. That isn't always the case with other kinds of knowing, you know, revelation or spiritual knowing or enlightenment in that kind of spiritual understanding of the term. Knowing God, knowing Jesus as your Saviour, any of those kind of knowings always tend to rely pretty extensively really, on an emotional engagement, and lack of an emotional engagement betrays lack of belief. It goes away effectively. The belief and the knowledge, if that's the right term, disappears when you stop feeling a certain way about that thing. And here I'm reminded about Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who was supposedly a very devout Christian, and did, to the extent that she did good works, and that's contested of course, but to the extent that she did it in the name of a deity, which was kind of propelling her to do those things. But apparently for most of her life she never felt the presence of God in her life, so she didn't actually believe in what she was saying to a great extent, which was a problem for her. In science that's not a problem. You don't know, well, I mean, you might feel the presence of evolution in your life, but it doesn't make a lot of sense really. It doesn't make a lot of difference. You might feel the presence of the Big Bang Theory in your life, although you don't really need to in order to carry out physics or biology. Whereas it does seem a little strange for Mother Teresa of Calcutta to carry on doing what she was doing without feeling the presence of God in her life. Squeezing out sparks.